Hey, what's up? It's the Thinker here. Um, so yeah, yesterday was my birthday. It's past my birthday now. It's the morning time now. Still dark outside though, so it's in the AM. But anyway, as you can see, I have blonde hair now. So yeah, I went up to with my bike. I went up to the hair salon. It was at Walmart, and got my hair dyed blonde. It's always a surprise when people dye my hair. I've had blonde hair before, and every time someone dyes my hair, they get really surprised, especially if it's a black female dye. Well, anybody gets surprised really, but yeah, they usually find it a pretty fascinating thing, new, sometimes unsure. I notice that, this is actually the second time I've had my hair dyed at a beauty salon, and both times have the actual woman that did my hair would actually finish and just have this sort of look on their face that I can tell that they're a little unsure, but they still think it's a pretty different, new, fascinating thing. So yeah, obviously I do have a plan with this. I don't plan on actually keeping my hair as an afro. I'm trying to actually get it twisted tomorrow, or actually today, after I get some sleep. So yeah, I'm trying to actually get it twisted. My mom should show me how to do it. I wanted to put beads in it, so I want to see what that looks like. I'm pretty confident that it'll look pretty good. It's about all I can do right now. I definitely don't want to straighten my hair, because my hair is sometimes on the verge of my scalp is getting irritated. Sometimes it's on the verge of falling out. Not exactly like falling out roughly, but like sort of in the middle of my head. There's a little bit less hair there. I can feel the difference on the top sometimes than the side or the back. The side and the back is really bushy and heavy, full of hair, but the top is a little sensitive and light, and it wasn't like that before. So obviously that would be the first place I would go bald in if I don't take good care of myself too well. I do get a lot of anger, and sometimes I get scared that I might lose my hair again, like before, and I might get a bald spot like last time, and I'm just not trying to approach that zone. So far, it seems okay. So yeah, so I don't really expect this to actually look good. I know I do look a little bit wild. I'm saving it for tomorrow. So I remember those days in my past. I used to do this a lot. I used to have my hair dyed a lot. I used to actually mostly do it myself, and I used to straighten my hair a lot and get curls and stuff like that. I used to do a lot of different things with my hair. I had a lot of different hairstyles. I used to have a box cut one time. I had a box cut for a moment until while being at the barbershop, I changed it, and it was a nice box cut too, with blonde in it, very, very smooth, black roots, like black at the bottom and then blonde at the top. It was really hot, but something made me change it, and it was a bad idea. I should have kept the box cut. But anyways, I've had a mohawk and all kinds of different hairstyles and stuff. I've even had red hair. I've dyed my hair red and orange, and pretty much red, orange, and blonde, mostly blonde. Those are the only three colors that I've had for my hair. So, and brown, but that was because I used a kit that didn't bleach my hair. so it only changed it brown because my hair is it's so dark. So anyway, so yeah, those were my hair days. And back then, when I was going to school having blonde hair, I would always be the only black kid with blonde hair. I would always be the only black kid with blonde hair, the only black male, specifically male, with blonde hair. And I loved every bit of it too. I loved being the only black guy with blonde hair and walking around in school. Even if it looked bad, I loved it because it grabbed so much attention. And that's pretty much what I'm after now. Obviously, I'm trying to get some attention now. I really need it. I think my life is really dependent on it right now. So, yeah, I'm a little tired right now, so I don't have too much energy at the moment. So anyway, yeah, my goal with this, with my hairstyle, not just my hairstyle, but my appearance and stuff like that, and my fitness, I'm trying to make more friends, pretty much for wanted reasons, just to have friends, because it's more life to that when you have friends, obviously. And the fact that I believe it's important, I think it'll help me. I need to get to know a lot of people so that I can get around, so I definitely want to make a lot of friends. You know, obviously I sound like a loser right now when I say this, but I don't have any friends around me right now. I have old-time friends that I can talk on the phone with. I have a few of them. And when I used to be in school, I had some friends. I never had any close friends, but at the last school that I came from. But I had some people that I could definitely talk to and stuff like that. But now that I'm out of school and I'm in this neighborhood and I can't relate to anybody here, and I've never really had a chance to get to know anyone here. I guess I'm not good at it, and I've had some rough times. I have 0 friends. The only friends I have is on Facebook that I have, and of course my old-time friends, but I have 0 friends that I can actually go and hang out with right now. And it's been like that for at least I think a year and a half now. Well, actually it's been like that for maybe 2 or 3 years, for a long time. As far as people to go hang out with, wow, I mean, I think it's been like that for about 3 to 4 years. The last time I had friends that I can literally go to a house and hang out with them, you know, or say what's up, you know, talk on the phone with them and then meet up with them at the mall. The last time I had that, I was probably 15. So that might have been 6 years ago. I'm 21 now. So yesterday was my birthday. I just turned 21. Yeah, 6 years ago I had close friends that I can actually go to hang out with. So it kind of might sound pathetic, but it's a long story. I've had really rough times, obviously, in my life, and I guess it could have been my fault. Maybe my personality hardly fits other people. I'm not too much of a weird person at all. I mean, I've had close friends before that I was able to really easily hang out with. But I guess as the years progressed, now I can't really find too many people that I can actually, I guess, associate with, that I can actually enjoy myself hanging out with. And plus, I've kind of given myself a new job now, and I'm trying to work on, obviously after school, dealing with school and everything. I'm trying to actually get out of my mom's house. So yeah, and having this disability is kind of killing that, since I can't get out sooner due to the fact that I'm unable to have some sort of high-paying job and whatnot. It just kind of makes my chances of actually finding a friend much lower, because now I obviously still have to focus on myself and continuously focus on getting out of here, rather than actually being able to focus on just going out to make friends or seeing people that I can friend, I don't know, at some sort of work or job. But you know, I'm pretty sure I will at some point. I definitely will. But it's been pretty bad luck for me. So Yeah.
We used to think that the theory of the universe could be divided into two parts. First, there were
Anyway, my whole point of actually also making more friends is not only just to have some life in me, to have someone to speak to and hang with, and you know, being lonely obviously is probably one of the reasons, a huge reason, why I've been having so much trouble here. And I'm slow at getting to everything. I'm slow at making these videos. It takes me so long just to make these videos, just to get to it, and it just takes me so long to do everything. It takes me so long to clean up my room. Even if it's not that dirty, it'll take me like an hour, over an hour to 2 hours to clean up my room. It just makes no sense. I just do too much thinking, and I can't even get to anything quick enough. Too much thinking. And if I don't have anyone here, then I stop and think all the time, and I can't stop thinking. And it just keeps going and going. So, you know, it takes, like, when I want to take a shower, it takes like an hour or 2 hours before getting to the shower, because I'm too busy to myself thinking, walking around my room thinking and talking to myself out loud and conversating with myself, and I can't stop, and it gets really, really frustrating, and I can't stand that. I can't even, like, move on in my own life right now, and it's bothering me. So yeah, anyway, I wanted to also make more friends, to kind of like to get my name out there a little bit, I guess, to kind of know a lot of people, obviously for career reasons, maybe to become more popular. I'm trying to become more popular, but not just become popular. I want to be able to do all that I can, pretty much, you know, as far as helping, becoming more popular, so that I can get to a higher level and do a better job at helping. I can't hardly do a better job at helping when I live like this. I live with my mom, and I have a shitty life. Things are poor and stuff like that. Hardly have any money. It's harder to help. How can I help the world if I can't even help myself? But you know, sometimes I backfire it, or you know, I turn it around. I wonder, how can a person help themselves if they don't have help from other people? Sometimes I think it's not only that two heads are better than one, but two heads actually function better than one head does. It's like one head not only can function, but it does a bad job functioning by itself. And that's kind of how I am, but I'm even worse like that. Being by myself and so alone, it's like I do a horrible job at everything. I can't do anything right. Well, I can do things right, but I'm too slow at getting at everything. And specifically, it's worse on my part like that. But I think it's like that with everyone else, but just not as bad. Some people can somehow deal with it, but I think if I had another person here, I would be able to speed things up. But obviously, I need to gain some more popularity and get to a better spot so that I can speed up the process of helping, do a better job of helping. So yeah, I needed to you know, be able to get out of this house. Obviously, that will be my case of doing a better job. But I need to be able to help myself and give myself a more satisfying life than this. And I need to be able to get to that career, obviously. Modeling is like the only thing I got up my sleeve at this point. You know, I've done my senior year twice. I've done it twice, and I did a horrible job. I did even worse on the second try. Does that even make sense? You know, I did the first time as my senior year in high school, and then I redid my senior year for a second time around with more focus, more determination, and I've even gone through so many like horrible, if you call it, breakdowns, where I've gone to points where I started crying, and you know, I started deleting everything off my computer that was distracting me, like video games. videos and just anything that just like pretty much anything that I use as activities and whatever, so that I can only focus on schoolwork. I even deleted all my fucking porn and everything. I had porn on my fucking computer. You know, everybody has porn, right? I don't know, maybe just me. Back then, and I was 19, I think, at the time. Yeah, 19. And I deleted all that, and I was pretty fucking disappointed. I was mad. I was mad that I deleted everything, even my games and stuff. I needed it, but I got rid of it because I was crying and I was like going through so much depression. I have a horrible disability. I would technically say that it's not a disability at all. It's actually a benefit. I self-learn. I learn from my ability, how different my brain is. I learn all by myself. All it is just excessive thinking, and maybe a couple of other things. Obviously, I'm slow at catching on. Like if you tell a joke, I'd be the last one to understand it or get it, or the last one to laugh at it. I would laugh at it late. You know, like maybe 5 extra seconds later, I would laugh at the joke. Something like that as an example. And it's a true example, too. So in school, it was just much worse. So, yeah, I've had horrible times, you know. I'm kind of like when it came to school, I'm kind of like a mentally challenged person. Not literally, but that's just how low my intelligence is when it comes to the educational school world, specifically just that. But I believe my intelligence is high in many other places, but it's just not relevant to school. Thank God school doesn't control the intelligence of life, right? The intelligence of life is never ending. School only controls like 0.0000001% of all that. And that's just an understatement. So, but anyway, yeah, I've done all that and I had full focus, and I still couldn't get past all that crap. And no matter just how hard I tried, my mind just couldn't do it. Next thing you know, I thought of a better idea. I thought, man, you know, I thought to myself, I have a better chance at achieving my career without school than with it. Because I just wasn't getting anywhere in school, and where was I going to go anyway? College? Hell no. Obviously I had to redo my senior year. If I have to redo my senior year, I'm not going to do good in college. It won't even mean anything. That's just a mindset that I had. Not that I'm right, but I could be wrong, but I thought it made sense. I mean, why would I, Aaron, do good in college? I mean, I have a horrible disability for school. I have a horrible disability, so I wouldn't be able to just get anywhere in that. Too many people telling me it's twice as hard, and I thought to myself, what sense does that make? Why does it have to be twice as hard? We fucking tortured ourselves with high school long enough, middle school, elementary, going to this shit for 8 hours every single day, but college wants to be 2 times harder? I mean, what for? And how long? It just makes no sense. Obviously, that'll be another conversation in another video that I want to make. That's just whatever. But so obviously, I don't have any other way in life at all. I can't even get my GED. Couldn't get my high school diploma, and I've taken GED classes. I've taken classes where I would sit in a classroom. Did not work. I've taken online classes that were supposed to be easy. Didn't work. I just could not. I can't learn any of this stuff. I can't learn anything school related, anything unrelated to my life and interests. I can't learn it. I can only learn by myself when it comes to life, but when I have to learn things that are irrelevant from that, like world history, basically, or something like that, I can't learn that stuff. Anything that I learn on my own is irrelevant from world history. Or it's relevant to world history, but not the kind that you learn from the history books. Not the deeper details of it all. My mind wants to be filled with the natural things that I learn about, rather than the millions of details that I have to get from a GED test or something like that to actually pass a GED test. Obviously, I wouldn't be able to pass a GED test because I know nothing from a GED test. I know nothing from it. I know nothing about science. I couldn't tell you anything about math. I would do horrible on math. I couldn't tell you anything about world history. All I know is the first president was George Washington, and 1 + 1 is 2. That's all the math I know. So, I have no other way in life except focusing on my training, training every day to have a better looking body and looking better, trying to get beautiful into a beautiful male. I don't expect this blonde little afro to actually do any good right now. I have a little plan with it. I'm trying to get some twisties. Tomorrow I should be, or later in the evening, I should be able to get the twisties, see if I can do them. Get some beads. I'm trying to get beads in it. Hopefully it'll look good. I think it will. I don't know. It's worth a try though. So I spent my money, about $45 to get it blonde. Professionally, I didn't want to do it myself this time because it was too dangerous to do it myself. Every time I do it myself, I can do it right, but it's too dangerous and too much of a long process. I truthfully didn't mind depending on my money to get it done. I think it's worth it. I mean, what else is worth it? What else can I even save for? Nothing. There's no reason to. Save for what? Taking a GED test? I'm not going to pass. And I may sound pretty doubtful, but I know myself pretty well. I just don't think it's worth using my money on a GED test. And even if I could get a GED, I can't even keep a job. I can't even keep a job any longer than 4 hours at all. It's just the way my body and mind works. I'm weak to work, and my body's weak to work because I just can't sit in such great boredom for 10 hours. I can't even do it for 6 hours. And then my mind is weak to it because every time I'm there for so long just working, I keep thinking about how bored it is and it never gets out of my head, and it's like being tortured, like being in hell, burning on fire, like when you get scratched or when you're getting pinched but the pain is lasting for a long time. Imagine that pain, which isn't that bad, but it's annoying. Imagine that pain staying. Naturally, as a human, sometimes maybe you'll get used to the pain. But imagine that you didn't have the ability to get used to the pain, and it just stayed forever, and it would not go away. And it started to get deeper and deeper and hurt more and more, and you can't get used to it. It actually stays. Well, that's kind of how it is when I'm working. The pain of boredom that's in my head every time I'm washing these cars, washing the people's cars, the pain, and then the fast-paced environment that's killing me. Having to go at fast pace, God, that is my worst enemy, going at fast pace. My mind thinks too slow to do shit like that. I can't do anything at fast pace. But guess what? This shitty world, that's how you know this world's shitty, you gotta work at fast pace in almost every job. Every job requires you to work at fast pace. I've always asked people around about their job, do you have to work at fast pace? Is it a fast paced environment? And they would tell me yes. I always get a yes. My mom was actually the only one that actually said that her environment is only sometimes fast-paced, but sometimes she can go at her own pace. So, I've never known real work, to actually be fast-paced. I don't believe in that. I don't believe we have to live in a world like that. I think that's bullshit, because when I make myself a sandwich, I know I sound like a dumbass right now, but it's true. When I make myself a sandwich, I don't have to go at fast-paced to get my reward of eating it. So what the fuck, dude? Real work, to me, real human work, should not be at fast pace. It should be at our own pace, that we should take our time. Obviously, the job environment would have to be created differently. It can't be in the same fashion. There would have to be twice as many workers. But that makes a lot more sense. Why work with just a couple of people anyway that have to be there all fucking day? So that's why jobs are shitty. It should be twice as many people, maybe 4 times as many, so that we don't have to work all day individually. We would have to work half the time, which is what we deserve as humans, so that we have more time at home. It's perfect sense. That's how life should have been. But it's not like that. Motherfuckers gotta work individually with few people in a position or a job for 8 to 10 hours long. So it's the reason why we look shitty in this world today. Go outside and look at everybody who's outside. They look shitty, especially if they're men. They're either ugly, old, stiff. Can you believe it? Young people can be stiff. I thought old people were supposed to be stiff. Or fat. That's what we are. Those 4 things plus more worse. Injured. Anything bad. That's all we ever have. No one ever looks perfectly normal. Except for me. And I'm not trying to brag either. But, you know, it's always easy for me to use myself as an example sometimes when it comes to appearance. I'm never the type of guy that thinks that I would look good. Because truth be told, it's been a while since I've had a girlfriend. And I'll get to that. To be honest though, I am a hard worker though. I believe it. It's just, it has to be my own type of work. Obviously, the type of work that I'm good at working hard at, I still have some trouble, but I'm getting better. It's training. Just training. And trying to look good. I seem to know so much about male beauty. I believe I do. I think about it so much and it makes sense to me. I believe I know so much about it and how a man should be beautiful. I think I'll prove it a little bit when I get these twisties, hopefully. If I get them anyway, if I can give myself these twisties. I'll see. Hopefully I prove it. I don't really know what they're going to look like too much, but I hope it works out. I think it should look okay. If I ever had a style in mind, it would look way different from ever thought about. It would look way different because yeah, it's just different. But I can't have it now because I have curly hair, and I'm not trying to damage my hair right now or mess with it. I'm just trying to get some simple stuff, which is just dye it blonde of a different color, which is a bit safe. I mean, I felt my hair texture. It doesn't feel like it's pulling away out of the scalp too easily or breaking apart or nothing. So it's pretty healthy. I've been taking good care of it, washing it as much as I could. And I'm just trying to get some simple twisties. That's it. And let it grow out from there. And when it grows out long enough, I'll then do something different with it.